Throughout history, entire groups of people have mysteriously vanished without a trace. From lost civilizations to entire villages that disappeared overnight, these mass disappearances continue to puzzle historians and investigators alike. Today, we're counting down the top 10 strange cases of mass disappearances that have left behind more questions than answers. Are you ready to explore these unsolved mysteries? Let's dive in. 1. The Roanoke Colony, the Lost Colony. In 1587, English settlers established the Roanoke Colony on the coast of what is now North Carolina. But when a supply ship returned in 1590, the entire colony had vanished. More than 100 men, women, and children were gone, leaving behind only the word Croatoan carved into a tree. To this day, no one knows what happened to the settlers. Were they killed? Did they join a local Native American tribe? Or were they wiped out by disease? The mystery of Roanoke remains unsolved. 2. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops. In 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship, disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle with 309 crew members on board. No distress signals were ever sent, and the ship was never found. Despite extensive searches, no wreckage or survivors have been discovered. The cause of its disappearance remains unknown, leading to speculation about freak storms, mechanical failure, or even something more mysterious lurking in the Bermuda Triangle. 3. The Anjikuni village disappearance. In 1930, a trapper named Joe LaBelle arrived at Anjikuni Lake in northern Canada, expecting to find a bustling Inuit village. Instead, he found the village completely abandoned. Food was left cooking, and personal belongings were untouched, but every single resident had vanished. Even more disturbing, graves in the village cemetery had been opened and the bodies removed. To this day, no one knows what happened to the villagers of Anjikuni Lake, making it one of Canada's most chilling mysteries. 4. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse Keepers. In 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers on the remote Flannan Isles off the coast of Scotland vanished without a trace. When a relief ship arrived, the lighthouse was empty. The clock had stopped, beds were unmade, and the table was set for a meal that was never eaten. There were no signs of a struggle, but the men were never found. Theories range from a rogue wave sweeping them out to sea to something more supernatural. The mystery of the Flannan Isles keepers continues to baffle investigators. 5. The disappearance of the MV Joyita. In 1955, the MV Joyita, a merchant vessel, was found adrift in the Pacific Ocean with all 25 crew members and passengers missing. The ship was still afloat, but heavily damaged, and the radio equipment had been tampered with. Strangely, no distress signals were sent, and the lifeboats were gone. Despite a massive search, none of the missing people were ever found. Was it a pirate attack, a freak storm, or something more sinister? The disappearance of the Joyita remains one of the ocean's great mysteries. 6. The village of Verde, the Brazilian ghost town. In 1923, the entire population of Verde, a small village in Brazil, vanished overnight. More than 600 people. When authorities arrived, they found the village completely abandoned, with no signs of a struggle. The only clue was a cryptic message scrawled on a blackboard that read, "There is no salvation." The fate of the villagers remains a mystery to this day, with no explanation for their sudden disappearance. 7. The Lost Army of Cambyses. According to ancient historians, in 525 BCE, a Persian army of 50,000 soldiers sent by King Cambyses II marched into the Egyptian desert and was never seen again. Legend says the army was swallowed by a massive sandstorm, burying them beneath the desert sands. Despite numerous searches over the centuries, no trace of the lost army has been found, leading to speculation about what really happened to Cambyses' men. 8. The Vanished Sodder Children. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire destroyed the home of the Sodder family in West Virginia. While the parents and 4 of their children escaped, 5 of the Sodder children were never found. No remains were discovered in the ashes, and strange clues, like a disconnected phone line and a missing ladder, raised suspicions of foul play. The Sodder family believed their children were kidnapped, but despite decades of investigation, the fate of the Sodder children remains unknown. 9. The Marie Celeste. The ghost ship. In 1872, the merchant ship Marie Celeste was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. The ship was in perfect condition, but the crew had vanished without a trace. The cargo was untouched, and the lifeboats were still on board. Speculation about the crew's disappearance ranges from mutiny to piracy to natural disaster, but no definitive answer has ever been found, cementing the Marie Celeste as one of the most famous ghost ship mysteries in maritime history. 10. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. A tale or truth? The legend of the Pied Piper tells the story of a mysterious man who, in 1284, led the children of Hamelin, Germany, away with his magical flute, and they were never seen again. While it's often told as a fairy tale, some historians believe the story may be based on real events. Theories suggest the children may have been victims of disease, war, or even a mass migration. But what really happened to the children of Hamelin remains an unsolved mystery. From lost colonies to ghost ships and vanished armies, these strange cases of mass disappearances show us how little we truly know about the past. Each of these mysteries remains unsolved, leaving us to wonder what really happened to those who disappeared without a trace. Which case gave you chills? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eerie explorations. Thanks for watching.